Well, this reservoir is managed by South West Water. It's one of the largest in the region and it supplies fresh water for most of Plymouth. Where I'm standing now should be completely underwater, but just have a look at how dry things are. There's been no water here for a considerable period of time. In fact, the water levels here are down 42% on what they should be at this time of year. If you have a little look round the edges, you can see how brown things really are. Now, it's not just here, of course. 8 parts of England have so far declared a drought. Let's just go through them quickly. Devon and Cornwall, Solent and South Downs, Kent and South West London, Hertfordshire, North London, East Anglia, Thames, Lincolnshire and Northamptonshire, and others are due to follow suit shortly. Yorkshire and the West Midlands are expected to move into drought conditions later this month. Well, that decision to go into drought conditions is taken after a series of meetings, the main one which took place yesterday, meetings by the National Drought Group. Now that's made up of government and agency officials, water companies too, and also other groups including the National Farmers Union, which clearly has a great stake in our water supply. It's been the driest first 7 months of the year since 1976. We don't need to be told that really. And droughts will be following too in Wales as well very shortly. People are being urged to use water wisely, obviously. 5 water companies so far have introduced hosepipe bans, and that's one of the main purposes of declaring a drought. It gives the water companies more powers to act, including these hosepipe bans, which have affected Welsh Water, Southern Water, Thames Water, South East Water, Yorkshire Water. Some of those don't actually come into effect quite yet, but they will do in the next couple of weeks. Now, there's a knock-on effect. Sad to say, it's not just about the water. Electricity is affected too. Hydropower, which of course uses electricity to generate power, has dropped by 20% overall. And nuclear facilities too. Now they use water to cool, water from rivers to cool their plants, and production there has been restricted, which means that these shortfalls are going to last a lot more than just this summer once it starts raining again, because it's going to affect the power. And an interesting fact for you here is that solar power is affected by the heat too, unbelievably. The hotter things get, the less well solar panels work too. So whichever way you look at it, we need to preserve energy and water.